No,
That.
it's not on the App Store.
Oh, it's not.
It's on the computer.
Oh,
So,
okay.
hey everyone, today we're using Haps, an exciting new platform that makes it super easy for us to simultaneously broadcast to all of our social media channels and see all of your comments in one place. If you are enjoying our broadcast, I encourage you to download Haps. There goes what's her
Enjoy us.
There goes Alexa. I encourage you to download the Haps app today and subscribe for more free content. And you'll even get 100 free coins for joining Haps, which you can use to support us and our work. And if you want to support us either more, even more, either more, even more,
Even more, even more. And Hap's so generous that they're waiving their fee.
you can go to haps.tv/invite the @ brofe or the @ Mandy _ 24/7. And eventually, when Lee gets here, you can go to @LeeTube and subscribe through either one of us.
Yes. Hey, Hunter.
Hello, Hunter Nation. How come oh, there it goes. I was gonna say, how come I can't unlock the comments? What's up tonight, Hunter? Hunter, you like my new studio?
I'm a little jealous.
Oh, Mandy, with the new thing, I can't make you big. I can't make you small. I can't take you off the screen. Nothing.
With
I
what?
have no controls over here anymore.
How come?
Yeah, OBS, Hunter, because they changed it because people were accidentally deleting the countdown videos and stuff on people's account. Hey, Derek.
My bad. That was probably me. Hey, Derek. That
So
was
they
really
took it
probably
away.
me.
See, Derek, you too could do this if you spent more times on Haps and less time on the C word. Hey, Angie. Patching folks in outside of Haps. I have not.
Nope. Hey, Angie. Is Lee gonna join us, or are we?
I thought he was. He said, "Yeah, where you at?" He probably can't figure out how to get in here.
I don't know. Oh, I thought that was you. I'm gonna put waiting on you.
Everybody waiting.
I think Derek's just waiting to get a computer, right, Derek?
So,
Do it on the computer.
Hunter, with OBS, you can bring connect other. He said he didn't have an invite.
He
Did you?
was he was in the link.
He should have an invite then. Because I came right in off the when I went to go live. It showed you down below. I set mine up yesterday. Have you tried the patching? So you can patch people in from outside, Hunter, using the OBS.
So are we talking about patch people in like someone's on Twitter and you can patch them in, or?
He just said yes, including radio. Nice. All right, Lee, where's your picture?
Derek, we'll give you a tutorial when you're ready.
Make sure you
And
get
there's
your little face in the box so we can say, now you turned off your video. What's wrong with you? Just like the handicap leading the handicap. Look at that dirty kitchen, all that stuff on them counters.
That's the stuff I used to cook with.
Your volume's really low, too.
Hold on.
It's because we always make fun of Brophy for his cluttery counters and no pineapple in the middle of it.
I just cut my pineapple up.
I cut mine up this morning. You like my new studio? Spent a lot of work getting it done.
Let me look at it here.
It looks like it costs a lot of money.
Yeah, you spent some jack, huh?
I did. Let's see. We could do this, though. If you don't like that one, we could do this one. Come on now.
I like that one.
Oh, you like me being at the palm trees at the Ocean Beach Pier?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
you are in California.
True story, right?
Allegedly.
So, did you guys have the chance? Well, Leah, I didn't even send it to you, so I'm hoping Brophy sent it to you. Did you read the article that I was reading today?
Oh yeah.
I just think, wow, how many years later? So it was basically in 1961. This woman wrote to the Yankees because she wanted to be a Batgirl, and they wrote back to her, and they told her basically that she would never be a Batgirl, right? So
That ain't what
apparently,
they said.
yes, basically that she's not going to be a Batgirl. Like they declined, her request or whatever. So she had that picture framed, her like the rejection letter or whatever, and her granddaughter reached out to the Yankees just recently and asked them to, if she could be a Batgirl or whatever. So what? How many years later, Brophy?
See
You
you,
do the
Derek.
math. 60 years later, they
51.
allowed her to become a Batgirl.
All right, but they didn't tell her she couldn't be a Batgirl. What
Yeah.
they said was, in a game dominated by men, a young lady such as yourself would feel out of place in the dugout. And back then, that is true.
But that is just like telling a woman they will never be a Batgirl, especially back then.
Okay, I'm offended that you used the word Batgirl. It is a bat person. Yes, we could see your hair sticking out late.
No,
He
it seemed-
grooming himself like a fucking monkey in the zoo, and we trying to have a serious
Hi,
conversation.
Derek.
it was bugging me. I could see it.
But yes, no,
Angie wants to know what your shirt says, so can you
he already showed it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
No,
you
I
behind.
totally missed that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they didn't tell her she couldn't be a Batgirl. They just said it may not be appropriate and it would be out of place for her to be in the dugout. We just had a
Screenshot.
That was it.
That's just like telling a woman they can't do something, though.
But it was different times. All right, so you want to talk about this then? Let's talk about Moesha, whatever, the BMX chick
They
who
let me.
wants to burn the flag, but she's not a chick. She was born a man.
I don't condone burning the flag at all.
So
I would hope. Yeah, I would hope not.
that's a whole other topic, though.
That's a fact right there.
But
My face changed real quick when you said that. Like, no.
times have changed in regards to a woman's place in society. You're no longer barefoot and pregnant and chained to the stove. So
Right. Keeping little girls. Yeah, but I'm just saying back in that time, it's like telling her she would never be a Batgirl, right? It's like keeping little girls out of the locker room at the time.
I agree, Angie.
I agree, Angie.
But it is a times have changed. Are we looking at this at they're repaying her for the ignorance of the time that doesn't apply today?
So I think
Or
that's
is this
why,
a whole like women empowerment thing? Is this them making reparations because at 10 years old, way back when, she wasn't allowed to be a Batgirl?
maybe. I think that
Or
they're
Bat
just
person, I'm
saying,
sorry. Let me get my gender
yeah, I was
roles
gonna
up.
say you just call her a Batgirl. I think they're just saying by allowing her now they're coming more to times what the times are nowadays. So I still think if it were back then, they would be like, no. If her granddaughter reached out, they'd be like, no. But times have changed, years have gone by, and I think they're like, let's revisit it and let's allow her because we're in the 20th century. I think that's pretty cool, though.
We awfully quiet over here.
I'm just taking it in, man. Just taking it in, honestly.
That's what she said.
I have a let me see if I can share the tab.
Where'd you go, Mandy?
Can you see the tab?
Not the whole tab. You need to make yourself the whole screen.
Wait, hold on.
So click off Lee and I.
Click off you and Lee. Okay. So here's that. Can I make it
I
bigger?
get it.
Look, it's a little video. It's really short. Well, after the commercial, of course.
Of course. You should have had this all queued up if you was any professional host.
My bad.
My bad.
Honoree is Gwen Goldman. Back in 1961, she wrote a letter to the Yankees expressing her dream of becoming a Batgirl. At the time, that request was denied, but she got the surprise of a lifetime when she was greeted by General Manager Brian Cashman and others on a Zoom telling her that she would be a Batgirl. She also threw out the first pitch, as you saw, and she's in the Yankees dugout serving as the Batgirl. When I spoke
They
to
didn't tell her she would never be a Batgirl. They said it was
during the
not a
interview,
place for a young woman at that time.
is to walk into that Yankees dugout.
But okay.
I still think that's the equivalent of telling her that she'll never be a Batgirl during that time frame. Oh wait, where'd you guys go? I need to click back on you. There we go.
But what's the big deal, anyways, about it? I mean, even if
I
she
just
never
think
got it done,
that what?
if she never ever got to be a Batgirl, what would have been the big deal about it? That's my thing. It's
I
just
don't
amazing.
think
You
it
got your
would be a big
women's sports, you got your men's sports. They're separated for a reason.
Yeah, I just thought it was a cool little story. Hey JP, I just thought it was a cool story
Oh,
that
is that my girl
many
JP?
years later she got to be a bat person.
Well, I think it's a cool story, but they're playing it like they're making reparations for something they did way back
Why
in the
give her
when.
the $10,000? Like is that something that they normally give the bat people?
No.
My knowledge. That's what Brophy's saying about the reparations part of it.
Yeah.
They
Well, that's
still
what I'm
never
saying.
heard
Like if that's something, Brophy, take your flag down. We cannot see your face.
What? You can't see my face?
If you were a professional host, you would have already done played with this and had it already in your background.
I just thought about it while we was talking. So don't be rude. There you go.
Hey,
Oh man. Change
There,
the order.
I got my flag, okay?
What do you mean change the order?
JP, when'd you sneak up in here?
Like 1 minute ago when she started commenting.
I was busy putting my flag up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah.
want
I
to
just
go to
thought
the
that
golf
was cool
course?
to share. I thought that was kind of interesting when reading it, but I don't know.
But no, my problem with it is no other bat person, since we're gonna be all politically correct up in here,
Mhm.
has been given $10,000. Why was she given $10,000?
that is a good question.
The story doesn't say why, so it could be. I don't know, because she was. So if you get rejected, then you get $10,000 the next time. So maybe I should write a letter, get rejected, and then my granddaughter can write.
Well, you should write a letter, get rejected, and then file a lawsuit and say they're not letting you do it because you're Mexican.
Play the race card.
Go all out if you're gonna do it, Mandy. Shoot, go all out.
Right. And remember,
Throw the flag.
I'm walking you along the path of getting that big money, so I need my 33 to 30% like an attorney.
I'll do it for 25.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the lower amount.
See, but it's true.
But it's okay. I'll take you on the trips with me, Brophy, when I get the money.
But why are they making it? Why did they give her $10,000?
I don't know. The story doesn't say, and it doesn't even give any, any other context than this was cool that she.
That's what I'm saying.
60 years later, she got to be a
Yeah,
Batwoman.
there was some left out content there.
Mm-hmm.
There was some left. Yeah, some disclosures weren't made.
That's why it's things that make you go,
I know, but there's no you and You was like things that make you go hum.
Yeah, she you wasn't you was humming.
But
don't be making fun of my accent.
I think. Oh, now we racist. I think it's great that the old lady got to be the bat boy.
Bat person.
They called her a bat boy in the damn article, so I'm calling her a bat boy
You're
in the
the one
damn
who
video.
corrected me, so I think you need to say it correctly.
I'm surprised that they didn't use the term bat person because look at, I mean, everything today. Choose your pronouns.
What is a bat boy?
Well,
Someone-
she's a bat lady now because
When
she
the
old.
batter comes up and they hit the ball, they throw the bat. The person goes and retrieves the bat.
So he's like a dog. He's a wood chaser.
Yeah,
so are you
chase-
calling her a
chase the
bitch?
stick.
Because you just called her a dog?
Oh Lord, here we go, Lord Jesus. We need to get Intuitive Die up here and do a meditation and a reading for you.
I need one of those. I need to get with Intuitive Die. Liberal logic.
But it's exactly, JP. It is liberal logic. Like, why are we? Why number one? Why is it a news story?
Because it was on the weird news.
And number two, why did they give her 10 grand?
That's the biggest question. Why the money? Okay, she got to go
Like
retrieve.
this whole woke thing has become too much.
Why do you think? Are you a newsist? Newsist?
Weird news,
Weird news.
really? LOL. Oh, JP calling you out.
Yes, I am. I don't know. Why do you think they gave her the money?
I think they were trying to make amends for what happened 100 years ago.
Is that what you think, Lee?
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Because
That's so they go, oh well, we gave her some money, so we made everything right.
So even JP said it because she has no PP.
Mhm.
She got the indoor plumbing, not the outdoor plumbing.
That's why you think they gave her the money.
I guarantee it.
I don't know. The story doesn't say why, and there's no other story that
Well, then we need to research a little more and come back and tell the truth.
Because to
tell
my
you why.
knowledge, the bat retriever does not get paid for that. It's just a
They
more
get
like
to keep the uniform.
yeah, it's more like an honor thing.
Yeah, they get to keep the uniform. That's it.
So these people work for free? Oh no.
And it's always
They're
it's always,
children, and they
Yeah.
only do one game.
it's always
So they're
kids.
children. I don't know. I'm not a baseball fan, so
So look at Nikki. It may have been one of her requirements to show up. Then she shouldn't have been made a bat person. Donate that $10,000 to a children's school where the teachers are buying their own supplies and everything.
absolutely, I agree with that.
Nikki could be right on that.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying, like, come
People
on
have
now.
those weird fees to show up, but you think if she was willing to do it for free back then, why wouldn't she be willing to do it for free now?
Exactly.
It was a
Because the way
requirement for her
society
to
is
go.
now,
So,
everything comes with money.
so should I write letters about everything I've been denied over my life? If each letter is worth 10 grand, I will never have to work again. Every job I didn't get, like this whole woke culture is too much.
Small ones come for some. They get what they don't want.
You don't think this is proceeding? She got the one woman against the two guys against the one woman, so we being sexist now. I see your brain rolling.
Mine?
Uh-huh.
No, so I'm on another tab trying to look to see if any other news sources has why she was given $10,000, and so far, no one. WGN TV doesn't have a reason. People.com doesn't have a reason. ABC News doesn't have a reason.
I don't know. I have to wonder.
And they call her an honorary Batgirl.
And then the chairman, what was his name? Cashman or whatever. Here at the Yankees, we have championed to break down gender barriers in our industry. Really? Where's my first Major League Baseball player that's a female? Yeah, they really breaking them fucking barriers down.
Well,
And
why
that's
not?
why-
If they want to break some barriers, let's put some females in the NFL.
No,
It's an
thank you.
ongoing commitment rooted in the belief that a woman belongs everywhere a man does, including the dugout. A rooted in belief, really.
I'm all
I,
about
I,
being,
I
all about
sports
being
should be
equal.
separate. So
Let me tell you what, I'm all about having equal across the board. I don't give a damn who the person is, black, white, Chinese, brown, yellow, green, male, female, trans, gay, not gay, in between gay,
Sometimes gay.
yeah, sometimes gay, whatever. They
JP,
want
I don't
that
want to
true.
be no
They want
man.
to be truly equal with that. Let's go ahead and do mixed sports. See what happens.
I won't even
Well,
watch.
we already have mixed sports.
I know. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. You put a woman on a football field with a man. What do
I'm
you
not
think?
watching it.
But
What's going?
here's the thing: like, know your place, know your time. Our time's changing, yes, but you should not lower requirements. And I'm not saying this is the case in the Batgirl situation. But when it comes to a policeman, a fireman, a construction worker, whatever, if you can't do and handle the same physical requirements, then you should not. The standard should not be lowered because you're a female.
True.
Same with the military.
I agree. I agree. And I think too, like what Lee was saying, put women on the football field. A woman can't get hit as hard as a man. I
No,
don't care what you say.
when I was in high school, we had a girl that wanted to play football. So our coach let her. He said, okay. He said, listen, she had her own locker room and everything. He said, but if you're going to be on the team, you're going to practice like one of the guys. He said, so that does require getting hit like one of the guys. And he told us, he said, no mercy. She's one of the guys. After her
Y'all
first,
still didn't hit her as hard.
oh yeah, after the first 3 hits, she was done. He was proving a point to her.
And it's not to get them off the field. And I don't think that that's what your coach's intention were. I agree. If you're going to be in a men's sport, then you need to be just one of the men. If you're going to be in a women's sport, then you really need to be a really weak man.
Muscle
Oh,
mass.
now you
They,
sexist
they play
against the
more
weak
than
man.
a woman.
Okay.
Most
You
women.
can't have a man in let's take boxing for instance. Like you cannot have a man fight against a girl.
We already do.
Yeah.
I know, and it's not right.
Look what happened. Yeah, look what happened.
Raven,
Concussion,
what's her
right?
name is? Raven Fox or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Look
had she known that she was fighting a biological man, I don't care if you get the surgery. I'm all for whoever wants to do whatever their life you want to transition.
Look, if
Whatever.
you want to change your indoor plumbing to outdoor plumbing and your
Right.
outdoor plumbing to indoor plumbing, it's none of my business.
But it doesn't change the fact
It
that
doesn't
you
change
were,
genetics.
yes, that you were originally a man. And I'm sorry, men can hit harder than women. Like, and maybe there are some women out there that can hit harder than some men. However, generally speaking, in a general sense, women cannot hit as hard as men. And
probably
always,
a 75-25 split. Men are generally going to hit harder than any woman.
No, I know some women that are tougher than a lot of the guys I know,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
It's where
but you're not
25
going to throw them in the ring together.
but they're. I mean, they've worked to gain that strength.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up with like 9 brothers. So, I mean, I'll take on a guy all day long, but I ain't going to fight one. And I ain't going to join the football field. And I ain't going to join the men's basketball team or
Well,
the
now basketball,
baseball team.
they could probably compete against one another. So
I
basketball, I
actually,
might give
I
them.
think that would be a good sport to combine them in, actually, because that's kind of, you're just running, right? Like, I mean, shooting the
Right.
ball.
I mean, it's like right now the transgendered Olympian who placed third is upset that she placed third, but she was genetically a man.
Yeah.
And she's the one who wants to burn the flag. Well, if you hate this country so much, go to a country that you like. And she says she's standing against fascism, and she'll never allow fascists to take over our country. But guess who she supports? That's a whole other topic on top of that one too.
Look at Angie's. Way back in the day, I hit a man and was going to press charges, but they would not let me because I hit him first and I knew martial art. Yeah. That's like when you're like a professional fighter, whatever, they make you register your hands too.
Only at a certain degree. You got to be at a certain level.
Right.
These hands are
Like, could you
registered.
imagine a woman hitting a man and she had registered hands because she's a professional boxer, right? Like, I have a friend that used to box, and she's like, "Oh, I want to hit that person so bad, but I can't." And I always used to ask why, and she's like, "My hands are registered, and I never got it because I'm not a huge sports person."
But it's look, if you want to develop a new category for transgendered athletes,
Then we should have the transgender athlete category.
right?
Yeah.
Because listen to
Transgender
this. This was going to come into tomorrow's show, but since I happen to have it up,
Battle of Atlanta, you had to fight men. And girl, I'll tell you what, if you won that, congratulations and kudos to you. Not every woman can do that.
yeah, but martial arts is a little different because martial arts isn't necessarily about strength; it's about leverage. So,
Agility too. I took martial arts for a while, and let me tell you what, I seen some girls out there that could whip up on some boys.
I mean, I was a cheerleader, and we had like 2 male cheerleaders on our team. That was my sport. Like,
Well, a good friend of mine, his son is going to college on cheerleading.
hmm and people think it's not a sport, and it really is.
no, it is. I agree. It is.
And it's imagine like being a flyer. I was never a flyer, but imagine being a flyer. If we ever drop that person, they're gonna break an arm, they're gonna break a leg, they're gonna sprain something. Like, they have to do those twists and turns up in the air too. Like, that is a hard sport. And for people to
Well,
say that's not a sport, some people think
cheerleader has always been labeled as a female thing.
Mhm.
The male cheerleaders, they're just the base for, like I said, throwing the girls up, the strength.
Yep.
They are the bottom of the pyramid of anything.
Yeah.
Right.
They're the muscle.
So before we go any further, and Angie has a point, but we'll get back to Angie's point in a minute. The International Olympic Committee policy specifies under which those who transition from male to female are eligible to compete in a female category. Among them is that the athlete has declared that her gender identity is female and that the declaration cannot be changed for sporting purposes for a minimum of 4 years. I disagree with that. The athlete must also demonstrate that her total testosterone level is below a specific measurement for at least 12 months prior to her first competition. I agree with that. The IOC policy also states the overriding sporting objective is and remains the guarantee of fair competition.
Okay,
Who
the
determines what fair is?
testosterone thing says it's got to be 12 months prior, but what about prior before the games? Are they tested again?
Must demonstrate that her total testosterone level. Yeah, I'm sure they are. Prior to the first competition, yeah. So it's a rolling calendar.
Yeah.
So if the competition's in June, then you go back 12 months from June. But like, okay, so Angie, hey, when I fought Mandy, I can't do that, but you could do to present it on the screen. The if you click or comment, it says view on screen or something like that, or present on screen. She's got a point. Hey, when I won the Battle of Atlanta, I had to fight men. Different type of sport.
Oh, that comment.
It's
I liked it.
because martial arts is more about leverage than power.
And
So,
martial arts has always been mixed with women, also too. I can't say always.
but it's a different sport. So let's take it sports by sport if we're going to do that. But what's the fighter's name? The fighter should not be in the ring fighting women. And like you said, her last opponent said, "If I'd have known that she was a biological man, I wouldn't have fought her."
And she should have been made aware.
And they didn't.
And
So-
I think that might open some talk about it in that. I mean, we've already been talking about it, but there should be a disclosure. Like, and I get that some things are private, But I think that when you're fighting professionally or when you're doing these sports that are generally predominant either women or this is basically women or basically men, that you should have to disclose that to your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe there's an NDA also signed, so your opponent doesn't go and say, well, they beat my ass and she was a man originally, you know what I mean? To kind of keep that on the little, hush hush, because what if they did transition? No one ever knew that they transitioned, but I still think it should be disclosed. And they should be able to make that decision for themselves if they want to go forward with the fight.
I agree 100%. In my new studio.
In your new studio.
You don't have to look at my dirty house back there.
I mean,
But no, I agree 100%. Like, it is, and it's not being a transphobic or homophobic or whatever. It is an equal playing ground.
Right.
that's the whole
I did play soccer. I was the only female on a co-ed soccer team. It was co-ed, but I was the only female, and I can tell you this right now. We were at the start. Boy kicked the ball, hit me straight in the eye. And I don't know if it was a coach or if it was my mom, and it was like, see, you wanted to play with the boys, and I did. So I put some ice on it, sat out for a little bit, and I jumped right back in.
They see like soccer. I believe soccer can be a universal sport too,
Mm-hmm.
where it could be co-ed, no problem.
Soccer, lacrosse.
Because
there are a few sports out there that could be co-ed, like swimming. I think swimming could be I truly believe that, but I think these really physical ones like football, basketball could be. Football, fighting should not be a co-ed sport.
See, my issue with Chelsea Wolf is not that she's competing on the women's BMX team. My issue with her
is how she acted.
It's how she acted. She has said before she even made it as an alternate on the team that her goal was to win a gold medal so that she could burn the United States flag on the podium.
Then during that national anthem, she
turned her back on the flag.
How can you have somebody represent your country that wants to do that?
So that needs to be part, though. I think that needs to be part of like whatever Team USA or whatever team you're representing our company or our country.
She should have been pulled right away. She should have been pulled.
Mm-hmm. You are going to respect the American flag, and that's just part of it. And it needs to be part of their contracts when they become part of these teams, Team USA, whatever you want to be, represent the United States in the Olympics, whatever. That needs to be part of it. You stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. You look at the dang flag. If you want to sing it, go right ahead. But you're not going to be kneeling like these football players have been doing, which they're all private. Like, and I guess that's what we fought for, right? To be able to do what we want.
But not when you're representing the country.
One is why we're the stock of the country or the world right now.
Right.
Football does not represent the United States. You are representing the United States. And here's the problem. Does anybody know who Chelsea Wolf is? How many people know who she is?
You want me to bring her up?
Yeah, get your little picture ready, but not yet.
She is from Florida.
You're right, Angie. Exactly what would have happened. Any other country?
She is young, too.
So, but wait a minute. So, she transitioned to woman. If they would have kicked her off the team, it would have been because of another reason. And Mandy, you can put that reason up on the screen at any time. You know I'm right.
Mm-hmm. It'd have been a whole other ordeal.
Well, hold on. Let me put her picture up.
Why are you taking your picture off?
Come on, Mandy, get it together. Jeez.
Well, every time I present, it says. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see if I can
There
move
she is.
it.
Now just take us off and make her big.
Okay.
Because on the threesome screen, it's not showing.
And then let me go this way. You see it?
Yeah. She's She's also mixed.
Is it because I'm a different ethnicity?
So she's also mixed.
Mm-hmm.
So if they would have booted her for her antics,
Should have been. It'd have been race card.
It'd have been the race card,
It'd been
in
all
my
kinds.
opinion.
Let's take her off. I don't want to look at her no more.
Now you got to put us all back up.
Not worthy of my time.
There.
So it's like, you want to BMX with the dudes, BMX with the dudes. But show some damn respect for the country. You're up there representing me. You're up there representing the country. Stop with your bullshit. There's a time and a place to be woke, and on the International Olympic stage, that is not the time to be woke.
How can you still not? You want to play in the Olympics, right? And you want to do it for the country, but yet you don't want to represent that country. So why
A
the hell?
country,
Why
country
you
that
there?
you don't believe in.
Yeah. So why you even doing it? They chasing that fame, they clout.
So it's a tough call on that one.
It pisses me off. I don't care.
But I think people want to make these big, huge statements nowadays. Like, oh, I'm going to do this so I can make a statement. Well, there's a time and a place, and there's ethics and integrity, and this is not the time and the place to do it. If you want to make a statement, then make your movement. Don't do it on something that has been representing our country for a long time.
And what the uniform they're wearing says what right across it? USA, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the American flag patch on it.
If you don't like it here, move.
There's a time and a place for everything. As my grandmother used to say, there's an ass for every seat and a lid for every pot. And there's a time and a place. You want to be? I don't have a problem with you being woke, but be woke at the right place, at the right time when it's appropriate. Don't go destroying businesses. Don't be trying to destroy people because they said something you disagree with. Don't be trying to destroy people's jobs because they was on the phone with you when they ran over to the store and the homeless lady asked for money and then y'all got in a tit for tat. And then she goes getting in a car and you was yelling at her, go enjoy that $20 blowjob over in the Stater Brothers parking lot.
Oh, Brophy.
I don't know how Lee's keeping a straight face because that just happened.
He's like, I ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, but see that, Angie, that's wrong. There's a time and a place for it. And you're not just representing the country. You are representing me, an American. You're representing Mandy. You're representing Trump.
Everybody.
I'm reading your shirt. You're representing Lee. You're representing you. You're representing the whole country. You're not representing the country and its beliefs. You are a representative of our athleticism in the United States.
Yeah, we're not there for your ideas and thoughts and opinions.
So
We're there for the athletics. That's it.
you wanna? I mean, you look at the turn down in numbers with the NFL and the NBA and everybody watching. You want to use your platform in sports to be loud and whatever, then
I still
Right.
say do it on your own time.
well, Nikki just said I'd take them more seriously if they actually boycotted the Olympics and gave up their spot.
Yeah.
But they won't do that because if they become a figure like Bruce or the twins, what are their names? Vanessa and Venus, where they wind up on the Wheaties box, they're losing an opportunity to make money. So that's why they won't give up their spot.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said. Chasing that fame, chasing that paper.
But what is more important to them then? Then it's obviously not that important if they're not willing to give up that money. Like,
but if you want to protest and you Colin Kaepernick, Kitchen Nick, whatever his name is, and look what it cost him. Look at what it's costing Nike. Look at what it's costing. What do you call it? It's
Kaepernick,
costing Coke now with their "You're Too White" campaign.
He was a
Be
big-
less white.
but why is it okay for it to the roles to be reversed?
So
So
There's a time and a place to be woke. That's all I'm saying. There's a time and a place to be woke and express your opinion. But it is not on the International Olympic stage when you're representing not only the country, but every American in it.
Mm-hmm. And I really do think they need to look at their contracts a little bit more serious. I would really like to read one of those and really dissect it and see what they actually put in them.
So 5 minutes. We're going to cut it early. We get 40 minutes. Lee, what's your topic for tomorrow? Hey, Katana.
Tell us your topics, and we cut it early tonight.
I had to get a beverage. What's going on?
What's your topic for tomorrow?
Work.
Oh. All right, Mandy, I'll come up with a topic for tomorrow.
Brophy coming up with the topic tomorrow. Be surprised.
And we got a birthday on Thursday.
Yeah, I have a
That's
very
all. We just wanted to do a quick live, real quick, talk about that.
I don't know if I'm able to get on, I'll come up with something.
Hey, Glenn.
Well, look, Glenn, you want to come up? Mandy, shoot your invite.
Yeah, let me know.
What's up, Double
I haven't
Glenn?
seen you in forever.
That's pretty tight.
If you come up, I could be like, yeah, I did a live with Double and Glenn.
That's right.
The man, the myth, the legend.
I agree, though.
Did you invite him? Now we got to explain to him. So, Glenn, you got to exit out of the live, and then you got to go hit the go live button, and below where it asks you to title it is a list.
Oh, he's in bed.
Yeah, we don't want to see all that either. Thank you.
He's in bed.
for sparing us.
It's late his time, remember? He's like,
It is not. He is only 9 o'clock.
but doesn't Glenn get up super early in the morning? He always did his videos like really early, and I'm like, dude.
Oh,
Do you
you worried
sleep?
about Glenn getting enough sleep, but you don't care keeping my ass up to all hours of the night when I got to be up at 4 a.m.?
Because you and I are on the same time zone.
Shoot.
I still need my beauty sleep.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Don't be rude.
Glenn is just enjoying the show. That's all he's doing.
Well, welcome, Glenn. Welcome.
Here, let me change my background in honor of Glenn.
Yeah, please.
There you go, Glenn.
Salute.
We got to take us off the screen so everyone can see the full effect.
There you go, Glenn.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one I can present on screen because that's a good one right there.
See? See, Glenn, the things you can do on this apps when you do it from a computer?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Team USA Media. Oh, you smart.
Oh, we're going to have to...
Let me control. Oops, I pressed the wrong button.
You got 2 minutes.